Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the brofict one, AJ. Hope you're having about as fun of a, whatchamacallit, a free agent Monday that you can have. Free agency tampering window opening up in the NFL. Noah and I will be live later tonight breaking down a lot of those moves, our thoughts on all of that. So stay tuned for that later tonight. Today, though, this afternoon, I want to talk about the book. I want to get into the book. I like a lot of the lines that we're seeing in college basketball early here as we have a couple of games starting off here in 20 minutes. We'll get to those in a moment. NBA's cooking. NHL's cooking. I'm ready to cook. Before I go any further, though, do just want to take a moment. Thank you all, by the way, for coming, taking some time out of your day. Come and talk with me about sports. Remember, that chat is wide open. And if you really like what we're cooking here, you know, maybe hit that like button. Helps us out a lot more than you know. But as I was saying, college basketball, we got championship week going on, conference tournaments going on left, right, and center, and we're going to bet on pretty much damn near all of them. As we got this one coming up here at 3 o'clock here in Arizona that I'm really feeling. Let me go ahead and make sure I got everything pulled up correctly. And boom goes the dynamite. Thank you very much. Let's get it started off. First game on the slate today. Towson Tigers going up against Charleston. Charleston 7-point favorites here. And Towson's been cooking. Towson's been looking really good here in the CAA championship semifinals here tonight against what's been a very strong, let's be very real, very strong Charleston team. They've been a fun team to bet on. I know Noah and I have been enjoying that a little bit, but hey, we're getting here. And Towson's been a team for me. I like Towson a lot. And It's a guilty pleasure for me. It's a guilty pleasure. Some teams I just have a guilty pleasure for betting on, and I like betting on the Towson Tigers. I don't know what you want me to say. Their defense is going to have to really step up here. That's going to need to be the shining aspect of what they do. They got a solid defense already, but when I walk away from this game, if they are going to have a chance to win, I need to be blown away and be like, oh yeah, no, Towson, that defense is what stood up and got the job done for the game. 7-point spread, though. That's a high spread. And I mean, Towson going to work on UNCW and William and Mary. And I mean, if totals at 139.5. So if that tells you anything, I mean, the book is understanding that this is going to need to be a low scoring game because Towson itself is not going to score a lot of points. And Charleston, they're going to need to hold Charleston. This line opened up. I'm seeing 3.5, 1.5 at some book, 3.5. This line opened up at 3.5. And so steam, lots of money, lots of bets pushing Charleston here. 96% of the money, 72% of the bets. I mean, if I'm looking at that as a gambler, that doesn't make me feel good. No. That does not make me feel good for what's going on here. That's a lot of public money on one side of a conference that I promise not a lot of people know about. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not a lot of people handicap it. That's why this line moved by 4 points, because the book's like, oh, fuck it. Okay, we got it wrong. My bad. Let's go ahead. Don't get me wrong. I think opening at 3.5 was a little aggressive on the book's half. But all that being said, it's March. Isn't it March? It's March. And so with March, sometimes you got to just feel it out with the team that is grooving right now. And Towson is a team that's absolutely grooving right now. I like the way they've been looking. Charleston, don't get me wrong, they are going to outpace them. I think Charleston does win this game, but 7 points in a conference championship is a lot. Seeing it at -108 too. So the book's still not very comfortable on what they're going to do here. I'll take Towson here. That game tipping off in about 15 minutes. I'm liking Towson early here. What's that first half line at? All right, first half, Towson plus the 4 at +100. That is not too shabby. I would consider it. I would throw it on there. Keep that in mind. Towson plus the 4. New Orleans, Lamar. Next one going on. Southland tournament, second round. New Orleans, 11-point dogs going into this one. Lamar has been strong in this conference, 12-6 though. New Orleans, 4-14 in the conference, 10-22 overall. Not a team that you really write home about. 153.5. Yeah, that total, it's gonna be a high scoring game. That's a little too rich for my blood, just a little too high. Whoa. Ooh. Sorry, you guys know it's trade deadline day, so my Twitter is Twitter's just absolutely blowing up. And it wasn't anything. It was just a rumor, and I don't like what I'm hearing on that. Anyway, but listen, Lamar's got the firepower, no question about that. They play a little better defense. I wish they would rebound a little bit better, but they like to move the ball around, and they can move the ball around. They're hot right now. They're 3-2 in their last 5, winning their last 3 games. New Orleans 2-3. That's a lot of points, though. That's a lot of points, isn't it? That's a lot of points. What's the public feeling on this one? I got to think the public's on Lamar here. Public slamming New Orleans, 61% of the bets, 89% of the money. And here we go again with the, I don't like it. I don't like the general public here on this one. I don't think they're, I get it. It's a lot of points. Line opened up at 9.5. So moving it, getting reverse line movement here. You guys are getting reverse line movement here. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing when you got that much money and the line is still going up. So no, again, a lot of points. I get it. I liked it a lot more at the 9.5, but I'll take Lamar minus the 11. And again, you're seeing the reverse line movement. The book doesn't care. It's moving the wrong way. Some books, you are still getting it at that 9. There are some books still holding it firm at 9.5. And so this is, if you really want that good line, shop your lines and make sure you get the right one. But that's what I'm seeing there. Lamar minus the 11, Towson plus 7. Both of those games tipping off here in about 12 minutes. Don't you worry. We'll keep an eye on them. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go. The Fun Belt Championship. Arkansas. James Madison, 6-point favorites here. 149 is the total. JMU, I mean, I talked about it a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. JMU, their athletic department, I mean, unbelievable what they've been able to do in the last couple of years. Absolutely unbelievable, not only from the football side of it, but from the college basketball side of it. So I'm excited for what JMU's got in store for the future. But this should be a Sun Belt championship for JMU here. I'm liking JMU a lot. Minus the 6. Yeah, I think you let them cook here. Let them cook, let them dance, all that fun stuff. 30-3 on the season. Unbelievable. Shout out. All right, East Tennessee State and Samford in the SoCon, in the SoCon championship. Samford, they are 9.5-point favorites here. 146.5 is the total. And yeah, you might be thinking, hey, 9.5 is a lot. And I would agree with you typically, but Samford is that good. And I know what you're thinking. AJ, how do you know? You watch a lot of Samford basketball? I promise I might watch more than you. But no, I mean, I like Samford a lot here in this spot. Yeah, 9.5. Put a banner up, boys. Put a banner up. We like it. We like it a lot. Where are we going next? Cleveland State, Oakland. Oakland, 4.5-point favorites here in the Barbasol Horizon League Championship semifinals. Hell yeah, Barbasol. Get that plug in there. Oakland, 4.5-point favorites. 142 is the total. This is, you might be thinking this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I mean, Cleveland State, you really can't count out their defense. I mean, their offense. They got shooters on the floor as well. They play about the same as Oakland when it comes to the defensive side of the basketball. I mean, you look at both of these teams, and they're essentially carbon copies of each other. If we're going to be honest, I'm a little more hype on Cleveland State right now than I am on Oakland. I like Oakland a lot. Where's the public on this? I've not looked yet. I'm not looking yet. I'm saying the public is on Cleveland State here. Ooh, okay. 73% of the bets, 25% of the money on Cleveland State. So you got 27% of the bets, 75% of the money on Oakland. Big money coming in on Oakland here. That's insane. Line moving from 4.5 to 5.5 at some books for Cleveland State. If you like that, that's where you'd go to get that line. But I mean, I'm not joking. I'm looking at these numbers here, and honestly, they're neck and neck. I mean, I will say, overall, I like Oakland's pace of play a little bit better. But I think we're going to Ken Palm here. Just for reference, I just want to see what we're looking at here. Ooh. All right. This is a tough one. Like I told you guys earlier, this is going to be a tough one. And I think it's going to be a hard-fought battle through and through. But at the end of the day, we're going to roll with Oakland minus the 4.5 here. And again, I'm not thrilled with the number. I'd much prefer it at a 3.5, 2.5. But if we got to take 4.5, I mean, that's where we'll sit. Again, I really prefer if it was lower, but damn, that sucks. Oh, well. We got more Tommy's basketball. Let's go. St. Thomas, the Tommies, going up against South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits 3-point favorites here. 140.5 is the total. Getting some love. Oh wait, where was I looking? There we go. Got to pay some juice. Got to pay some juice if you want St. Tommy's here at minus 115. And yeah. Like I talked about last time, this is the semifinals. We talked about them yesterday. I like teams that play defense. Teams that play defense, especially in these, bright light situations, they tend to, I hate to say have their composure a little bit more. So you're giving me St. Tommy's plus the 3. You want me to take that money line. I know the sportsbook wants me to take the money line. That's juicy too, sitting there at plus 130. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking St. Tommy's here. I'm liking the Tommy's. Tommy's plus the 3. I will end up sprinkling that money line. Just knowing myself, I will end up sprinkling that money line. So you might as well throw that on my card as well. But that's what I'm liking there. Yeah, St. Tommy's all the way. Montana State, Weber State. Weber State, 7-point favorites here in the Big Sky quarterfinals. And I mean, yeah, Weber's been solid. 20-11 on the season. Montana State, 14-17. So not the work that you'd be looking for there. Both of them 3-2 in their last 5. And Weber State, it's going to be defense. This is going to be a blowout because they got shooters on the court. They're playing solid defense right now. Montana State, doesn't like to play defense. So we're going with Weber State here, minus the 7. Big Sky quarterfinals. Let's go Stony Brook real quick. In the CAA semifinals, Stony Brook, Hofstra. Hofstra, 7.5-point favorites here. 141 is the total. I've been on Hofstra a lot this season. And they continue to be an absolute cash cow. Why? Defense. Again, you're going to hear me say that a lot here in March. The defense is what puts this team over the top. Give me Hofstra minus the 7.5 here against Stony Brook. Sorry, just had to take that little detour. Texas A&M. Commerce and Nichols. Nichols, 5.5-point favorites here. 135 is the total. And, in first look, Nichols, they're fine. They're an average mid-major school. Southland second round here. And yeah, I mean, Nichols, honestly, you look at these two teams, they're pretty much neck and neck, the same fucking team. But Nichols finishes games. Nichols gets ahead, finishes games. And I think that's not going to be an issue here. 5.5 is a lot of points, though. And I think, A&M's going to come out swinging, but we'll roll the dice here. Nichols minus the 5.5. If I was taking a first half line, I would look at that. I would look at A&M plus the 3 there, keeping it close in the first half here. Nichols having to, kind of push it into overdrive in the second half, but that's just me. All right, Santa Clara going up against number 21 St. Mary's in the West Coast Conference semifinals. St. Mary's 11-point favorites here against a very strong Santa Clara team. Again, West Coast Conference has been solid this season. Oh, man. And I mean, St. Mary's, it's going to come down to how their defense rolls. And their defense, again, I know I'm saying it again. Their defense has been solid. But, hey, Santa Clara, they got shooters. They got shooters on site. Where's the public? Where is the public on this? Heavy money on the public. On Santa Clara. 56% of the bets, 78% of the money. A lot of people in that same thought process I am, especially with the semifinals. And they just saw, Santa Clara put up 104 points in the last game against USD. So yeah, a lot of people are going to be excited about this about Santa Clara. But with that being said, let me go with the team that can finish out, been there, done that. I like the coaching experience here more than I like anything. Give me St. Mary's minus the 11. Thank you very much. We like it. Whoa. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Breaking news. Well, not breaking news, but more in there. Again, Noah and I will be covering everything that happened NFL free agency later tonight. All right, keeping it moving. Got Milwaukee, the Panthers, Northern Kentucky, the Norse. Norse, 1.5-point favorites here. 153 is the total. Honestly, I should probably just pick the Norse based off that name alone. That is a lit name. Man, Milwaukee, though, they got shooters on the court. They got shooters on the court. They're 5-0 in their last 5. And the Norse, I mean, they drop one to Wright State. They pick another one up against Wright State. Taking it to overtime, though, there. That was a couple days ago, though. I'm liking Milwaukee here. I'm liking them on the money line. I'm not even going to touch the 1.5. And it's a tough one, but you look at them. I think Milwaukee, I think they're going to outpace the Norse. I think they're going to outpace them. I think their shooters are going to get them to a lead, and they're just going to hold on to that lead and try digging away from it. I think it's going to be a very close game. But yeah, I'm liking Milwaukee here early, plus the 105. Denver and Omaha. In the Summit League Championship semifinals. Omaha, 1.5-point favorites here. 154 is the total. Again, another tight line here. And this is, kind of the same problem that we were running into with Milwaukee. One team plays better defense, not great defense, better defense, can still score the basketball. And then another team that just is they're going to outpace them. Yes, their defense may be a little bit better, but when everything's kind of lining up this way, yeah, no, give me the Pioneers on the money line as well. We're going with the short dogs today in the semifinals, plus 105. Don't call it an upset. Call it book got it wrong. All right, keeping it moving. Almost done here, dang. Portland State, Montana. Montana, 6.5-point favorites here. Portland State, the dog. Montana's been solid. Playing some good defense and outscoring opponents is all you got to do in order to win some games. And they seem to be doing that just fine. We're going Montana minus 6.5 here. This is an interesting one. San Francisco, the Dons, going up against Gonzaga. Gonzaga, 9-point favorites here. Number 17, Gonzaga, 9-point favorites here. 150.5 is the total. 9 is a lot. 9's a lot. And I got to say early, I like San Francisco a lot. I like the way this team is running. I like the way this team's built. I like how they're playing right now. And it's been working out well for them. It's been working out well, and I think it's going to continue working out well. Hold on. Let me try to get this pulled up. I needed to refresh. Shit. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, man, and they did just lose to Gonzaga, and Gonzaga did just put an ass whooping on them. 86-68 back at the end of February. It sucks. I like the San Francisco team a lot. 23-9 on the season. They're playing good basketball. Where's the public on this one? Yeah, as far as betting goes, pretty split when it comes to college basketball. 40% of the bets, 49% of the money on San Francisco, 60% of the bets, 51% of the money on Gonzaga. Now that I'm thinking about it more, it feels like a lot of points, right? It feels like a lot of points, but Gonzaga needing to find that next gear going into the rest of March and going into the tournament. I think they're going to get it done here. Not only do I think they're going to get it done, I think they're going to get it done in a very convincing fashion. Give me Gonzaga minus the 9 here. We like it. Let's run through our college basketball picks for today. We got 1,000 plus 6.5. That game should be tipping off here in a moment. James Madison minus the 6. Samford minus 9.5. Oakland minus 4.5. The Tommies plus the 3. Weber State minus the 7. Hofstra minus 7.5. Nichols minus 5.5. St. Mary's minus 11. Milwaukee on the money line. Denver on the money line. Montana minus 6.5. Gonzaga minus the 9. I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of chalk. I agree. That is a lot of chalk. But hey, sometimes you just got to go with what the sports book is giving you. And right now it's chalk. 13 legger to get your Monday started in college basketball. We like it. We like it a lot. We do. I'm feeling it. Feeling good about it. Good vibes only allowed here. At least when it comes to betting. Give me 1 second. I do just want to get my Towson bet in real quick. Stop, children. Watch that sound. Alrighty. Oh, fine. All right. Anyway, let's what should we do next? Should we stay in basketball? Should we go NBA next? I want to be sedated. Alrighty. Hold on, let me check the Twitter, see if anything crazy is going on. Nothing too crazy. A lot more rumors. One of them that I've been liking that I think might happen in the next couple of days here. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. I think that would be interesting. Fits well. Him and Lamar running play option. That'd be disgusting, but who knows? Could be others. They did try trading for him last season too. All right. Enough stalling. Let's get into the NBA. All righty. NBA, let's get it moving. Starting off, Hornets, Pistons, 5-point favorites here. 217.5 is the total. Not often nowadays that you see the Pistons as favored in anything. But yeah, I mean, hey, the Pistons have been playing hard. They've been playing solid. Hornets, I think it's a little bit different a conversation. They are 4-1 in their last 5, 1-4, in their last 5. Same with the Pistons. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I get it. Pistons at home. And, you know, they've been playing fine basketball. Heavy, and I mean heavy money on the Pistons. 35% of the bet's 98% of the money. Jesus. This is a weird one. Well, Pistons, I guess Pistons have beat them the last 2 times they've played. So something to be said about that. I hate this. This line doesn't make sense to me. When lines don't make sense to me, I take the underdog. Give me the Hornets here plus the 5. Because that's weird. That's weird. Suns and the Cavs. Cavs 6.5-point dogs here at home. 220.5 is the total. I guess they have everyone out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with the Suns here, minus the 6.5. And I don't feel good about it. I've not felt good betting on the Suns all season long, and I don't think I'm gonna feel good betting on them anytime soon. But yeah, 6.5. Fuck me, I'll take it. Golden State and the Spurs. Golden State 5.5-point favorites here. 5-point favorites on the road, depending on the book. Shop your lines, folks. Line opened up at 6.5. So seeing some movement down there. Steph Curry is out tonight, so that is something. Draymond Green is a game time decision along with Moody. I mean, yeah, Steph Curry out definitely hurts. Definitely hurts, but the Spurs have Wemby, right? That's about it. That's what I thought. Golden State minus the 5 here. And again, Wemby's been playing some great basketball. The team just absolutely sucks. I don't know what else you want me to say on that. Mavs and the Bulls. Bulls 3.5-point dogs here at home. Again, Luka's a bitch. Luka ho. Anyway, 3.5-point favorites here are the Mavs on the road. 232 is the total. Mavs hitting a little bit of a lull here. 2-3 in their last 5. Not the best. Not the worst though. Bulls 3-2 in their last 5. Where's the public at? Public's all over the Bulls here. 73% of the bets, 99% of the money. And I gotta say, I think I'm going against the public here. Bulls at home, and I mean, they haven't been the best team in basketball, but I think they've been underrated. The Mavs are very beatable. Mavs are a very beatable team, and you know, there's something literally the smallest thing can just go wrong, and then the Mavs are done for the rest of the night. Like, it doesn't even need to be someone getting injured or something like that. It's a miscommunication or something like that that throws them off. And then they're SOL the rest of the night. Bulls plus 3.5. Let's ride. Oh, RIP to Let's Ride. Let's weld. Or whatever we're going to say now. Can't wait for Russell Wilson's first press conference. All right, Raptors and the Nugs. Nugs 15.5-point favorites here. 230.5 is the total. Now, everyone and their mom's out. Yeah, the Nuggets have been cruising to victories lately. Yeah, that's a big spread, but Jokic and the boys are going to get it done. Jokic, damn it, that back door is wide open, though. That's the thing I'm worried about here. 15.5 points. Denver gets up by 20 going into halftime, 30 by halftime. You know, they're going to start getting their shit going. They're going to start taking time off. Jokic might be watching horse races on his phone in the locker room. Who knows? Yeah. Going with the Nugs here, minus 15.5. It sucks. I don't like it, but hey, we got to do it. We got to do what you got to do. Speaking of numbers I don't like, but Portland is such a bad team. Like, Portland is bad, too. They're very bad. Celtics should have no problem putting a spanking down on them. Give me the Celtics minus the 12. 6 legs in the NBA today. Hornets plus 4.5. Suns minus 6.5. Golden State minus the 5. Bulls plus 3.5. Nuggets minus 15.5. Boston minus the 12. Let's ride. We like it. We do. We like it a lot. Let's get to the ice, huh? Get to the ice. The Chell, bro. Get to the Chell. Alrighty. We are cooking. Short slate here, small slate here in the NHL. That's fine. That's fine. You know, that's fine. But let's get it cooking. Starting off with the Devils and the Rangers. Rangers 1.5-point favorites here. 6.5 is the total. Short favorites here at minus 135 against a Devils team that has definitely hit a rough patch over the last couple of weeks. And this is a rough time to be running into this Rangers team. Now, the Rangers have taken some bad losses in their last 5. They're 2-3 in their last 5. Devils 1-4 in their last 5. Neither team's playing their best hockey right now. But I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the home team here. Give me the Rangers minus 135. Yeah, that's just home ice there. Give it to them. St. Louis Blues and the Bruins. Bruins, 250 favorites here. Minus the 1.5 at plus a hundo. And I mean, why not, right? Boston, I mean, playing a little better hockey recently. Last time they played, though, only won 4-3 in overtime. So St. Louis keeping it right there with them, but that was in St. Louis. So Going to that TD Garden is going to be a nightmare. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over here, 5.5 at -125. I wish it was at 6. I would still take over 6, but 5.5, that's fine. We'll take that there. Staying away from a side, I don't like the way the numbers are looking at that. +1.5 at -120 is a little enticing, but not when you're hanging Boston at -250. No, thank you. Capitals and the Jets. Jets minus the 220 on the money line. 5.5 the total here again tonight. Yeah, the Caps have not been performing the best recently, which sucks, but it's okay. I mean, they're 3-2 in their last 5, but I mean, playing Chicago and Pittsburgh, taking an L to the fucking Coyotes. Not as bad as the Jets, though, getting blanked by the Canucks. I think, man. Shit. We'll go over 5.5 here, -120. Not taking a side. Again, not liking the way those numbers are looking out. Just not a fan of where those are sitting. I'm sorry. Can't do it, won't do it. What the hell just happened? There we go. All right. Islanders and the Kings. Kings minus the 140 on the money line here. 6 is the total. Against an Islanders who, let's say, just politely have been struggling, huh? Been struggling a bit here. Kings, though, I mean, Kings have had a good season so far, just dropping a couple recently. 3-2 in their last 5. Islanders getting hot, staying hot. 5-0 in their last 5. Their last game, Islanders did pick it up 3-2. And I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with the Islanders taking this one in the Kings. I like the Kings at home. They do play very well at home, but the Islanders are cooking. You stay with the hot hand here. Give me the Islanders plus the 118. Thank you very much. That's a 4-leg parlay. We're going Rangers on the money line, over 5.5 in St. Louis and Boston, over 5.5 in Caps and the Jets, and New York Islanders on the money line there. Let's cook. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, that's college basketball, NBA, NHL. Again, Noah and I will be live later tonight discussing everything going on in the NBA with free agency and diving a little bit into conference championship week. Lamar getting off to a slow start right now, down 13-6. Not worried about it yet. We're cooking. We're cooking. Towson down by 1, 3-4, 16 left to go in that. But yeah, hey, that's all I got for right now. Again, we'll be live later tonight breaking down everything else. Good luck in all of your picks. Good luck in all your bets. And yeah, I have been the Brofict one, AJ. Thank you again for listening. Thank you again for watching. And I'll see you guys next time on Degenerate Takes.